Nittany Lions and the Buckeyes. A rivalry born of one side setting the standard and the other trying to climb the mountain. And we are on the cusp of dotting the I on a great clash in this one. Welcome to the home of the Penn State Nittany Lions, Beaver Stadium in State College, Pennsylvania. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Penn State Nittany Lions. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Buckeyes about to kick it away and get this season started. And the opening kickoff sails out of bounds. Maybe a little bit of nerves and hopefully not an omen for the way this season's going to go. Some fresh air. Picks up the first down, still moving. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Yeah, I'm so impressed watching this guy run the football. And I'll tell you, I think Joe Paterno would have loved this guy in his offense too. His teams always prided themselves on being able to run the football, right? Be more physical than the opponent. This guy has the ability to just wear defenses down. So hard to stop.
Gives it on the option. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
The Nittany Lions with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Might be calling a hot route. Looking to throw, it's Baker. He unleashes a long one. Wide open, he makes the catch. Touchdown, Penn State! All that baby in and stroll into the end zone for the score.
And you just cannot draw up the start of the season any better than that. Opening drive of the first game of the year and quick fire. You're down the field scoring 6. This offense is explosive.
He'll bring it back from inside the 15. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. First down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Hit hard just as he released it on first down. couldn't get it to the receiver. Let's talk just for a second about Ohio State. One of the big storylines coming into this year was the rising temperature of the coach's seat, and the process of cooling things off starts now.
All offseason, this coach has said the right things. I'm not worried about it. I'm not focused on it. I'm just worried about our team. But, David, let's be real. He's got to win games. There is an expectation at this program to win, and if he doesn't start fast this year, that hot seat's only going to get hot.
No, and then the chirping starts, and everybody's going to be talking about his job, and the pressure builds, and then what happens? Sometimes you lose the locker room, so important to get off to a good start, try to quiet some of those haters and some of those doubters.
The decibel meter's about to explode. One of the great environments, wide-out level noise. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster. The Buckeyes will try to... Oh, it's a phony punt. They're going to run it with the up man. Wide open spaces. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one.
And so many times when you're studying the other team and their defense and what they're going to do, you know there's certain looks you're going to get into. And I think they saw one they liked, snapped it to the up back. He catches the football, gets north and south, gets the first down. Nice execution on the fake punt, baby.
All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
It's so hard for a defense to have to stop plays like that because it really forces you to play with great eye discipline. You see the pre-snap motion. Defense doesn't know if he's just running across the field and he's going to run a route, if he's going to block, or if he has the football. That time, he was able to outflank the defense and hurt them to get that first down.
And the Buckeyes have this offense rolling. To the air on first down. It's complete to the left. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
The Buckeyes will have it 1st and 10. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Guys, let's talk for a minute about Ohio State. They had some holes to fill on the roster. They've gone into the portal. They brought in a pretty decent haul. How good do you think this staff feels right now addressing those areas of need, David?
Well, I think you feel really good about bringing in quality depth, experienced depth. But now the trick is to merge it with your other guys and everybody get on the same page, and moving in the same direction.
The coaching staff is so excited, too. They feel like if they can stay healthy, they can take an...
Got enough space, and you race it to the house. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Hamilton. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Quarterback may change this route. The give to the back. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? These two Blue Bloods really didn't become rivals until Penn State joined the Big Ten in the early 90s. But really since then, Ohio State has been a bit of a measuring stick for Penn State.
I think we always talk about Penn State. We talk about winning the big games and how do they play against Ohio State, a big rivalry. Palmer, it seems like they're always there. They're always in the game, but do they find a way to break through and win this rivalry?
Yeah, it's always so close, too. And you think back to Woody Hayes and you think back to Joe Paterno. For years and years and years, when these two teams play, it is so physical. There's so much talent. It could go any way. This is one of the more fun games to watch every season.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. To the air, it's Baker. Using his feet to buy time. Got room to work.
And how about the awareness by this guy? On third down, a scramble play. Everything's breaking down, but he never panics. And also knows exactly where he needs to get to pick up that first down. It's third. I can't slide early. I can't run out of bounds. I'm probably going to have to put my body on the line here and take a big hit and risk that to get this first. That's a big-time leadership play by the quarterback.
Wants to throw on first down. Fires it down the seam. It's complete. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And the point after is good. Set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. He's stuffed after picking up one to the 23.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. We've reached a break, and Penn State is on top. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. Reads it, fires complete. Gets away from one, he's got space. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch.
And that's the beauty of this offense and this playmaker at wide receiver. Throw the ball short, but what he does after the catch, he's just got so much speed, so dynamic with the football, and this is why they get it to him short, because he can take it to the house or make a big play on any reception.
Looking to throw on first down. Plucks it out of the air. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The Buckeyes will hustle to the line. Second down, they'll go to the air. Oh, and he gets it back. A fortunate turn of events.
Man, and this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football. You cannot put the ball on the ground. Doesn't matter how many defenders are around you or how hard you get hit. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win games.
I thought white noise was supposed to be relaxing. This is deafening on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Jones. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State.
And I like this offense. They didn't panic. A lot of times you see offenses panic and want to get back in it when they're down really quickly, and they force the issue. They stayed patient. They stayed within themselves, and we're an extra point away from being a tied football game.
Why not double the try total and go for 2? Looking to throw. He is stopped short, and the gamble on the 2 to try to go on top comes up short. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Hamilton. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have breaks into the open. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27. Here comes the hurry up. Scanning the field, it's Baker. Got a man, it's Martin. At the 45 on his way. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Fires to the big fella. At the 35, he's loose. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. Making side adjustments here. Give to the back. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Man, these ball carriers, they've got a lot of ability in the open field. Their ability to make people miss, but also show off the speed. You saw all of that on that one.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Iowa State is putting on a show offensively Only there's been no real story arc. It's been all Cyclones all day with almost no let-up. They're up 14 over Florida. We will be multitasking today, boys. On that game, one eye on your game. Really the only way to do it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Fires downfield. Finds a man on the right. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Down to 2 minutes to play in the half, and the referees signal for the 2-minute timeout. Now across the 50 and at the 48-yard line. They'll have it 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. With the catch, it's Bray. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
All the way down at the 33-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Scrambling away. Rolling, throwing, looking right. Balls in the deep ball. Almost took it all the way there, but it's a huge gain, and they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
And the Buckeyes trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
In football, you hear the term quick but don't hurt. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? They'll run it to the left, looking for the end zone. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
from the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Buckeyes! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
After the touchdown, if they could get this too, we'll have a tie ball game. Snap in the shotgun. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute. So the kickoff team will come out after they turned in a score on that last drive. He'll bring it out. It's Hamilton. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Finds the tight end. He's past the 30. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They want to run this quarterback. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Brings up second down.
The Nittany Lions have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to pass. It's Baker. That's caught. It's Denmark. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Might be changing the route. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Pressure coming. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
Well, it looked like the offense had a rhythm here early in the drive, getting a first down, but I don't know about that play call. Going deep on 3rd down, low percentage throw, it falls incomplete, and all that momentum that was established early in the drive, that's gone away now if you have to punt.
Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Makes the catch. It's Briggs. Got room at the 35. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. He had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back quarterback's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
So now it's 2nd and long. Back to throw, it's Ward. The quick out. Oh, he's got some space. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 and the 38, and these guys are on the move.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Complete to the left. Touchdown, Ohio State. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Really nice job on their final drive of the first half, David. Calm, cool, collected. They had balance, excellent execution. They're going to take a lead in here at halftime.
It's so much easier to go into half with that positive momentum, that positive juice. Now we can point to what we just did. Great job taking the lead. Now you go make your halftime adjustments.
He's looking to throw. Finds his big tight end. He will not get there. Brought down at the 1, and the 2-point try is no good.
Ohio State, 25. Penn State, 21.
So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. Fielded in the end zone. It's Hamilton. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Quarterback making checks. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Dances away. Pulls it in. It's Hamilton. Got a little space. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Just about set to get this second half underway. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Shoot, quick toss to the right. Turning it on. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
The Buckeyes come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Back to throw, it's Ward. Unloads to the right. Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
They're dealing with a second and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. He almost had the pick, and that could have giving them a boost. Instead, it'll be third down.
And that's why these guys played defense. If that were an offensive player or receiver, that would have easily have been a catch. Come on, man. You got to catch that and make that a pick.
And after the big play to start the drive, now 2 straight incompletions, and they need to find a way on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Moves around to clear up the vision. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that top hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Lets it fly. Makes the grab. He's got a first down. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
And I love the wheel route. I love calling it because most of the time I'm going to get my running back, who's a fast athlete, in space against a linebacker or somebody who can't catch him. Nice play design, nice job throwing it out in front of him. He does the rest, gets in for the touchdown.
The AT unit on the field. And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish with a big play, a touchdown strike from the 46. He'll bring it out. It's Hamilton. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Looking to throw, it's Baker. He'll take a deep shot here. Makes a catch at the 15. Just what they were looking for. A huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. Rides to back and leaves it. Got some room in to the goal line. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
On the run, it's Hayes. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Sends it back in motion. Trying to pick it up on the ground. And he needed just a single yard, and he did not get it. What a stout play by this defense.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on 4th down. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. And the Nittany Lions come to the line in the hurry-up. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The Nittany Lions are rolling down the field. Dropping back, it's Baker. Bought a little time, lets it go. It'll throw incomplete. A little creativity on first down, but it doesn't work. It'll be second down.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. A run for the quarterback. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Finding it tough to make positive yardage. Now third and goal from the touchdown, Nittany Lions. Fit it in the window for the score.
And this quarterback really does a great job of seeing the defense, seeing what kind of coverage they're in. And I think when this offense goes empty and they spread the defense out, it just makes it so much more simple for the QB to see what the defense is doing pre-snap and then post-snap. You can tell he's playing in a great rhythm right now because he's seeing the field, and these empty sets are really helping him out.
Now they'll try the 2-point conversion and try to crawl within 3. They'll go to the air. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off.
2-point plays, the windows are very small to throw into. That time he just tried to force it into a tiny window, ended up being picked, and the offense comes away with no points.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here. To the air, it's Ward. Under fire. Intercepted just what the defensive doctor ordered.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
Now this offense is back on the field. Send the tight end in motion. Looking downfield on first down. Working that wide receiver screen. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
And how about that linebacker? Seeing the ball getting thrown really quickly to the wide receiver, breaking on it, and then being able to get that fast guy on the ground for no gain. That's a really athletic play by that linebacker.
The Nittany Lions trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wants to adjust the pattern. Wants to go up top. Catch in the middle. It's Martin. On the move at the 30. There he goes to the left. Touchdown, Penn State. And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. These running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy shows you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squiver inside the 30. First play of this drive comes from the 27. Looking downfield, it's Ward. Good timing on the quick out. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Pretty good job of running to get two there to the 32.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. The Buckeyes line up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Quick toss. Fighting off the defender. Gets it out to about the 35-yard line. That's where they'll mark him out of bounds, and this offense trying to put something together.
Well, we're not quite in the 4th quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
The Nittany Lions are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. The offense changing the play. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. Looking to throw, it's Baker. Got his man. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
The Nittany Lions come to the line with a new set of downs. Here's the handoff. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Wants to fire on 2nd down. That's caught. It's Bennett. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
So this offense with an opportunity to put this game in a hammerlock if they can score and bleed the clock. Motion from the wideout. It's caught. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
You know, this happens sometimes in football. You forget which direction you're going, and you got to be reminded you were going the wrong direction. Come on, man. We got to catch that thing. We got to get north-south and go make a play, get closer to the end zone, not start dancing and going the wrong way.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Quarterback making adjustments. Dropping back, it's Baker. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Iowa State needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with that crowd there in Ames behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Florida. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They went 3 and out the last time they had it, and trailing late, they've got to get to work here. Catch in the middle, it's Jones. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. And the Buckeyes want to move quickly. The upset's been bubbling all day. Now at a full-fledged boil. Guys, see if they can finish it off. Wide open on the right. Seizing that open space, an opportunity all the way inside the red zone. They'll mark it at the 19. They keep count of their number of explosive plays, and that last one has them set up 1st and 10 at the 19. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Complete. And out of bounds right at the 12-yard line. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Back to pass, it's Ward. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around.
Those tackles and those 3-4 defense are usually space eaters that just make sure guys don't get to linebackers. This guy said, no, sir. I'm a nose tackle with some pass rush ability. Gets to the quarterback. How about the sack from the big nose tackle?
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He gets it all the way down inside the 10. It'll be 1st and goal from the 8. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Yeah, and that's step 1. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. A minute and a half to go, and to have a chance, they have to recover this onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play. They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. He wants to change this route. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And this situation here on 2nd down is the exact situation this offense wanted to stay out of. You got the lead late in the ball game. You want to get positive yards, keep that clock ticking. Now in a situation, it's interesting. Do they want to throw the football? How much do they trust their quarterback not to make a mistake here late in the football game with the lead?
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking for a man. It's Baker. Under fire. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football maybe, take some time. You did the opposite. Got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the 4th quarter.
Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And this will fall incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And the offense goes for the knockout punch. They wanted to get the 1st down, run out this clock, take the dub. Now their defense is going to have to come out and step up big for them and make sure they don't give up any points.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. There is plenty of time here, David, to finish this thing off. They just need to execute wisely.
Plenty of time. I got to understand a field goal is not the worst thing in the world. Let's be smart here. Use the clock, stay aggressive, but don't get reckless, Paul.
And don't be afraid to go back to the well. What's been working for you in offense up to this point? Don't be afraid to go out and try and execute those plays here.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. To throw, it's Ward. Right on the money.
Man, this is such a hard situation. That clock is your enemy, and you've got to push the ball down the field, but you know the defense is dropping back, so you can take the underneath stuff and go to your second and third read some, but we've got to stay aggressive.
Stepping up to help this defense on third down. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. They'll stop him short on third down, and this defense trying to make sure they stay on top. Defense gets the timeout called. 20 seconds left on the clock. Down a possession here in the fourth, and they'll need to convert on this fourth down. The offense uses a timeout, 20 ticks remaining.
Timeout, Ohio State.
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And the pressure gets home, and the quarterback is sacked. There is a penalty flag on the field. I think this is insult on top of injury. I think it's going to go against the offense. You work all offseason for that, the chance to take a knee and punctuate an opening victory to this season. So Penn State takes down Ohio State, a couple of Blue Bloods, cornerstone programs in college football, and you know both sides can't wait until they meet again. Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.